what you basically gotta do, and this is what you gotta know, right? All right, so I'm in 7th gear right now, and I need to go to 8, but for some reason I missed the opportunity. My RPM died, so I'm just coasting in neutral. But this is what I know. I know that my speed is 20 miles per hour, so I know by extension I gotta grab 7th gear, rev it up, put it in 7. How do I know I gotta go to 7? Because 5 plus 2 is 7 on my miles per hour gauge. So I gotta go to 8. I upshift to 8. That was fine. But from 8, I gotta go to 9. But for some reason, I'm gonna miss the opportunity to go to 9. And I grind gears. So now I'm just coasting in neutral. So I just look at my miles per hour gauge. I see that my speed is 30 miles per hour. By extension, I gotta grab 8 gear. So I go on the gas, rev it up in neutral to 14, and slip it into 8. Because 5 plus 3 is 8. So that's how I'm recovering my gears by my speed. I know what gear to go into by my speed. You grasp that? So I'm coming up to my exit and I need to downshift. But I panic. I know I'm coasting in neutral. My RPM died, so I need to grab a gear. So I'm gonna grab 7 because my speed is 25. Rev it up, go to 7. Alright? So now I go to 8 because that was easy. I go from 7 to 8. That was easy because it's just a straight pull down in a 10 speed. Alright? But I need to go to 9 now. For some reason I missed the opportunity to go. So I need to grab a gear quickly, and I know that's 8 because my speed is 35 miles per hour. Or in that range. You know, if your speed is between 30 and 35 miles per hour, by extension you can grab 8 because 5 plus 3 is 8. Alright? So I'm in 9. My RPM is at 15, so definitely I need to upshift. But I missed the opportunity to go. My RPM died and my speed is going to 45 miles per hour. I know I got to go back to 9 gear, so I bring it up and go to 9. Alright? Because 5 plus 4 is 9. Alright, I go to 10 gear right now. That's the highest gear, because this is a 10 speed. You know, so I'm just showing you how I go about recovering gears. It's this easy. Just do it by your speed, your miles per hour speed. All right, I'm coming up to my exit, and you know before you engage any turn, you want to select the right gear. You know, so I'm coming up to this turn ahead, so I need to downshift. But damn, I don't know how to downshift. So for some reason, you know, I'm just coasting in neutral, but I need to catch a gear. What gear am I gonna catch? I just push it out of 10. I'm gonna catch 7. Rev it up, go to 7. You grasp that? So it can be this easy. Just don't panic about downshifting. Everything you just gotta take your time with, and ask yourself some questions before you attempt it. All right? So I'm approaching a stop sign. I take it out of here. I'm coasting. What gear I'm gonna catch? I'm gonna catch 5th gear. No? Spin out in 5th, go back to 6th. Make my turn. Grasp that? So I'm coming up to another stop sign. For some reason it pops out of gear. I'm just coasting again. You know? I'm at the stop sign, so I'm just gonna stop. Not gonna panic. I just restart from my starting gear. I'm starting from 3rd, I'm empty. So I don't even worry about catching a gear right now, because I know I'm gonna come to a stop sign where I'm gonna stop, and from there I can just restart. So I'm gonna go to 4th. but I missed the opportunity to go to fifth. I'm just coasting, I'm stuck. So I gotta just rev it up and go into fifth. And you know, fifth gear is equivalent to 10 miles per hour. Sixth gear is equivalent to 50 miles per hour. And so on and so forth. You just do your basic math. Alright? So I'm in 8. As you can see, I hit 35 miles per hour before I gotta go up. So from 8 to 9. See that? So by my miles per hour gauge, which is this gauge right here, I can recover my gears whenever I messed up. So I'm in neutral and I'm just coasting because for some reason the stick just pops out of gear and I need to put it back in the gear. Alright? Because I don't like to coast in neutral. So I'm gonna grab 8. Rev it up, then grab 8. You know, give it some gas up to like 15 or 14 RPM, whichever one you choose. And then just grab a gear. I'm gonna grab 6. You know? So that's how you do it, guys. You know? I just want to put this video out there because I've seen a lot of people grinding gears, and people will tell you, grind it till you find it. There's no such thing as grind it till you find it. You gotta know the concept. You know, you gotta ask yourself some questions before you attempt to put it in gear again. Once you slipped out of gear, you gotta ask yourself a question. What's my speed?